EA and Respawn might actually be reverting the brand new Battle Pass changes that are extremely terrible and have Apex Legends players wanting to boycott the game. That's right, it seems like some new information from some pretty reputable sources are saying that Apex Legends are planning on reverting the terrible Battle Pass changes, so let's get into it. Earlier this month, Apex released the terrible Battle Pass changes coming in Season 22, which is only 2 weeks away, and this brand new Battle Pass system essentially has two terrible changes. The first one is that there's now going to be 2 battle passes per season rather than 1. That means every split you have to buy a brand new battle pass to get the rewards. And the worst change out of the two is that you can no longer spend Apex coins to buy the battle pass, meaning the premium pass will cost you $9.99 no matter what. You won't be able to use existing Apex coins, and the reason this is a big problem is because it means you can't use the Apex coins that you earned from the previous battle pass. And that's terrible for players who like to grind the game and put a lot of hours into Apex and get rewarded for doing so by having some nice battle pass rewards. Well, that's a massive dump on the face to everyone who plays like that. And boy, have the fans made this obvious. If you go to Steam right now, you'll see Apex Legends has an overwhelming negative response with over 70,000 negative reviews, and all of the recent reviews have been negative, people talking about how terrible the battle pass changes and how these are just cash grab events constantly coming to Apex Legends, just trying to take our money and not giving us updates that are worthwhile. So yeah, a very negative light has been shed on Apex, and if you take a look at the recent trailer for the new Void Reckoning event, which again is just a cash grab event, you can see over 40,000 dislikes on the YouTube video, and all the comments are just people wanting to revert the battle pass change. So it's been pretty obvious to Respawn and EA that we do not like this change and we prefer the old system. And it was today where we got some news from Audio-Technica saying this is not a rumor, they will revert the Battle Pass change. Now, Audio-Technica in the past has revealed a lot of leaks and has pretty much always been accurate and correct, so this info likely comes from an inside source working at Respawn or EA, and this is hope that the Battle Pass changes are being reverted. Now, unfortunately, Yoro doesn't know the full depth of it. We don't know if all of it's going to be reverted or certain aspects of it are being reverted. But this is where we stand at the moment. At the start of Season 22, Apex planned to give everybody the premium pass for free anyway. So everybody's going to get the Split 1 premium pass, which would normally cost $9.99 for free. So everyone will be able to get 1,300 Apex coins, 2,400 crafting metals, 10 exotic shards, 17 Apex packs, 3 legend thematic packs, 2 legendary skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, and 1 reactive weapon skin as part of the premium pass, which again, we're getting for free in Season 22. But from then on, they plan to make us all pay every half season for the premium pass. So with plans to revert this change, they could only revert the change that means that there's 2 passes per season, meaning they could still make you pay $10 per season without using Apex coins, but instead of having to buy 2 passes, it is just 1 pass, because I feel like that's a lot better. Why have 2 passes per season? It just doesn't make sense. Or they actually could be reverting the annoying change, which would mean we can buy the passes for 950 Apex coins, or whatever price they decide to set. We are kind of in the dark at the moment, but there is a small glimmer of hope that this will actually be happening. Now, we have seen Apex revert changes in the past, but it normally doesn't happen so quickly. What I think will happen is they'll test this new Battle Pass system for Season 22, regardless of what the community thinks, and then if it really is terrible, and they get awful responses, and people don't buy it, then they'll revert it in Season 23, because we saw a similar thing with the ranked rewards. In Season 20, they changed the ranked rewards and basically just gave people animated badges if they only got the rank in 1 split, and that again was kind of annoying for players who grinded the first split and the second split to get the best rewards. And after hearing the feedback from the players, in Season 21 they reverted that change, and as you can see in this tweet, they said they're returning to how rewards were previously granted, and you will receive animated badges if you match your rank for both splits. We look forward to hearing your continued feedback and good luck in your ranked matches. That is one example of Apex listening to the community and reverting a previous change, and just reverting it back to its previous state, not trying to do too much, just listening to the players, understanding they made a terrible decision and going back on it. The only difference is the ranked rewards didn't really affect monetization. This new Battle Pass change is clearly going to earn EA a lot more money if it actually went to plan. So the only way I believe this revert will 100% happen is if the majority of players genuinely don't buy the new Battle Pass. At the moment, Apex players are planning to boycott Apex, and I guess no Apex August really will happen. So yeah, a lot of fans are in agreement at the moment that we should vote with our wallet. And that's kind of funny, because the Apex devs themselves said that players should protest by voting with their wallets. What this means is people plan on not purchasing anything in Apex along with the Battle Pass. If no one really buys this Battle Pass, surely they will be pressured into reverting this change. But as we've seen in the past, Apex players aren't very good at not spending money. So really, I don't think there's much hope for the player base, but let's just hope what Yoritsuki says is true and they are going to revert these changes. Because recently, it's been more than just this Battle Pass change. I feel like the Battle Pass change is one of the easy things for all the players to get behind and agree is a bad decision, but the recent events in Apex have all been really scummy. They've been gambling-related events where you're incentivized to buy a bunch of Apex packs and keep gambling to try and get the best rewards. A lot of events like the current Void Reckoning event where there's nothing interesting but these skins, which cost thousands of Apex coins, and the LTM is literally just team deathmatch with 6 extra players on each team. A very lazy LTM and really not worth it. And when you hear that we were actually supposed to be getting the Newcastle heirloom for this event, and instead we got a reactive weapon recolor as the rare reward, just makes it even worse. That's right, the Newcastle heirloom was supposed to be a sword, which would match the theme of this event, but that's been scrapped because they're deciding to do universal heirlooms and artifacts rather than legend heirlooms. And speaking of artifacts, it doesn't seem like that's slowing down either, as it's rumored the next artifact set will be a Karambit, or it's codenamed Karambit at the moment in the game files, so we can expect more overpriced artifacts as universal heirlooms rather than the new unique legend heirlooms that have a little more character and personality to them. We've still not got Mad Maggie's heirloom. It's kind of crazy. So while we're talking about reverting changes, I think they need to revert the whole idea of these artifacts and just go back to giving us normal legend heirlooms, or at least give us the legend heirlooms on the side for players that want them, because I'd much rather have a Mad Maggie or Newcastle heirloom than an artifact which you're constantly being tempted and advertised to upgrade in the exotic store. I don't know who's making the decisions behind the scenes, but they've been terrible lately. But again, there might be signs of good things to come if this Battle Pass change does get reverted. Do I think it will? Honestly, I'm 50-50. And maybe all of this wouldn't have been seen as such a big deal if the state of Apex was in a better position. At the moment, cheaters are running rampant, and even pro players are finding less reason to grind the game at the moment because of this problem. So they should really revert the Battle Pass change and then work on the game. But only time will tell at this point, and I'll keep you updated as the news unfolds. But let me know in the comments, what would you do if they don't revert these changes?